Yo! Video games.
The closest thing that Capcom USA has ever done to making games is that DuckTales ass game right there. That was headed by the VP of Capcom USA, which his name was Chris Svensson. It was his dream project. He got the people to make it, which were the dudes at Way Forward, and then pretty much Capcom Japan just gave him a budget to do it. Yeah. That's like one of the only games. Yeah. And maybe a Game Boy Advance game.
Just a Strider.
No, Strider's totally Capcom Japan.
No, but they made a Double Helix.
It was made at Double Helix, but nothing to do with Capcom USA.
No, I know that, but it was still made on the shores.
Absolutely, yeah. It was made on these shores, but in all honesty, like, DuckTales was propositioned by Capcom USA and then designed by people that Capcom USA hired. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's a Capcom USA game. And it was successful as fuck.
They had a couple other things where they had like that sweeping game, that weird indie sweeper title, and just some DLC download shit, the gummy with the Sour Patch Kids game or some shit. Oh, and then they had remember they had the fucking Spyborgs?
Spyborgs, that's the game I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Spyborgs.
That was like one time where I was like, that kind of left a sort of sour impression in my mouth of Sven at the beginning because
he was Spyborgs, yeah.
Because he was like the things he was like saying about Spyborgs.
Was Dead Rising made in NA? No, Dead Rising 1 was made completely in Japan. That was an Inafune game.
Yeah.
Dead Rising 2 was made in Canada, and Dead Rising 3 was made by the same Canadian team. And I think Dead Rising 4 is made by another Canadian team.
I think it's all
Capcom Vancouver.
So then the Barry says Capcom Studio 8 developed Streetwise, only to be pulled down directly after. Okay.
Where was Studio 8 located? Was that UK?
Where was Capcom
Production
Studio 8? Yeah, Capcom Studio 8.
I don't know. Then Urban Chaos was developed by Rocksteady. I always get it mixed up. And it came out at the same time.
Oh, damn it, I wanted to do my...
Ultimate.
Yeah, then the very, you know where Capcom Studio 8 was.
Yeah, there's one thing that happened after Inafune left, regardless of what opinion we might have of him. I'll give him this. He got games fucking made at Capcom.
Yep.
I kind of wish he was still there. I kind of really wish Inafune was still at Capcom.
I would kind of say the same thing for Ono, because if it wasn't for Ono, it would happen.
I would probably attest a lot to Street Fighter existing to Seth Killian.
Well, here's the thing. Honestly, yes. Ono got Street Fighter 4 going.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 4 would not have been successful without input from people like that.
Yeah.
It would have came out and it would have been
I'm gonna read messages.
Or worse all over again. It would have been just like EX4 came out.
Yeah, he would have got it. He pushed for the game to exist, but Seth and the others, like, they got it to be good. You know what I mean?
DB Tree. This fucking music is hilarious. Ender Gamma earlier says, sent you an update on Twitter for Hype and Rage. Thank you for all the inspiration and opportunity you've given me. P.S. I know it's most likely impossible, but try to convince Steve a pre-built rig is not worth the cash muns.
This guy, fucking Ender.
Well, I mean, if you want to spend twice as much as what the parts are worth.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's, honestly, when you build your own computer, you're looking at maybe like a cash. When you buy a brand new computer, like you know, oh, but it has all the specs and stuff like that, you're looking like at a client $200. Now, obviously, you want to save $200, obviously, but
depends on what you do on your computer to be.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, I'm looking at one that's like around that price.
Where is it?
It's fucking the G20.
Well, it's an Asus computer. I can tell you it's a quality product.
Yeah, damn right.
I haven't used it yet, so I don't know. But I would assume so, because Asus has never let me down in the past.
Like Splice Helix and
shit's naked as fuck in these games.
Yeah, Splice Helix, Mega Man.
Dude, she was straight beat material in Marvel 2 days, man. I tell you what,
I think Knights Returns also, like all of the guys were talking about how good this system is, so I mean, I'll take that.
Dimitri, you look awful, by the way.
Yeah, he looks pretty bad. We had I recently just watched this old episode of us playing Capcom Fighting Evolution back in 2014, and we had the same fucking observation. Look at all these sick-ass characters, and look at Dimitri, it looks like shit. He looks like
Dimitri
shit.
looks awful in this game.
What's up, Taki Taki?
Can't wait to play Darkstalkers one day outside.
Yeah, well, we can, I mean, we have access to all the Darkstalkers games. We can play them. All three of them. The only really fun one is Vampire Savior, which is the third one. That has, like, chain combos and is a genuinely fun game.
Yeah, laptops are adult Legos. PCs might be like adult Legos, but laptops, one thing goes wrong, the whole thing goes. I still prefer a laptop over a PC, but PCs are very different.
Fat. Hey.
It's good they fixed that alpha. That sounds like a big problem. Dude, I have always wanted to be good with the fucking ninja guy in this game. What's his name?
Oh, he's cool.
Kenji.
Kenji.
He looks so sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see a cool character? Cool character, like, right there.
You sure he's not hokey?
He's hokey. Yeah, he's hokey as fuck, but he's awesome. Look at him. He's the most impractical ninja ever. He's got armor on.
He's got fucking this giant blade.
He's a ninja with armor.
His,
We're talking about hokiness. That's pretty fucking hokey.
His entire
And a big scarf that's white and flowing.
But look how cool he is, though.
But look how sick he is. It doesn't matter if he's hokey. He's awesome. He's got crazy breathing animation. Goddamn. But I remember his normals suck. Like, he's got terrible normals. Simmons, you playing with the Xbox pad? What the fuck?
He just dropped that one's in that stuff.
Not working.
Yeah, he's pushing buttons or something like that.
Ooh, gotta plug it in more.
Oh. Got a hurricane kick and a giant fucking cannon gun.
I got a love for cool characters, man. I would want to be good with Kenji.
Genji equals Kenji.
Kenji.
Kenshi plus Genji equals Kenji. Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much.
Sure. I could fix Capcom in 3 months. I could fix Capcom in 3 minutes. It's really not. If you're just somebody that makes decisions, really wouldn't be that hard. It sucks playing as the alpha characters in this game. They can't dash.
Yeah, they can't
just
dash.
noticed this.
I was
Isn't it
so
awful?
hard, I was trying to move.
All the Street Fighter characters suck dick in this game, except the third strike characters. They can actually dash.
Well, the thing is that you just play them defensively. You can't move forward.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck?
It's like, let's take CVS 2 and make it half that game.
Yeah.
Let's just not, like... This is one of those perfect examples of a fighting game that forgot all the previous titles, and we'll just... I don't know, we'll just fucking ignore all that cool shit we did.
Throw it out. Well, maybe it was one of those titles where they didn't have enough time to finish it, or didn't have the time to polish it. They just put it together and said, here
There's
we go.
one thing I'll give the NetherRealm guys. Usually with every single fighting game they continue with, it's an improvement on the previous one.
Yeah.
That's a really important fucking thing,
Do
dude.
better with the next one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, not the controller. I'll take Kenny.
Dude, no, hold on a sec. No.
Let me use
One of these isn't plugged in. Here. Fuck it, no. We were just playing all 7 people together.
When he was I was watching, he was pushing the button, and the thing was like coming out every once in a while.
Here's a different one.
We're going to...
That. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use this. Totally fine. Who's doing that? That's not plugged in.
I was pushing, but it was doing that for a second.
If you hit the analog stick, it will.
Oh, well, yeah, because the analog stick was like, yeah.
Don't use the analog on fighting games.
Well, if I can turn it off, that'd be great. But...
I don't think you can.
Stop this!
Because analog was on by default for Xbox. could not turn analog off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, when it's lighting up, you can turn off the light.
Let's do the controller.
Alright, this one.
Here, I'm gonna do it right now.
Press the button,
See?
Kenny?
Like, you see the analog, you click it, oh, there we go, and the light goes off. See, it lied to me, and now it's staying on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't lie.
Because you can't turn it off.
Yeah. Well, you should be able to.
And you can't on Xbox. You can't. There was no option to turn analog on or off. It came with it.
Urian.
When the fuck does this guy come out for Street Fighter 5?
Sometime in September.
I heard that he's isn't. Because they released their fucking September updates and they're like,
No,
No,
they
Urian.
had to come back and be like, no, don't worry, Urian's gonna be in there. Which was like, oh, thank God.
really?
Yeah, because they didn't, and when they initially released the September information, he wasn't in there. We were like, what? Where is he? And he's like, no, he will be in
Like
September.
October.
He will be out in September.
I heard they were adding versus CPU in September.
Versus CPU. Wow.
You know,
guys.
people kind of want arcade mode, not versus CPU.
Yeah, which is supposed to be arcade mode, pretty much. Yeah,
You gonna leave on with the roll in this game?
seriously.
No. Well, maybe actually.
Why
Yeah.
does it take 7 months for release to add a versus CPU?
It wasn't good. The game wasn't done. The game literally
Like,
just
how
wasn't done.
fucking undone do you have to be?
That's a good question. Like, they literally released a game that wasn't finished. It reminds me of that Matrix game.
Enter the Matrix?
Yeah, Enter the Matrix. The game just wasn't done. They just released
No, you
it.
can unlock Urian with in-game money. You do not have to buy the season pass for it.
It's not even about like whether it's like, oh, you have to buy it or not. No, I'm just saying like it took 7 months to finish the game. Then it's release date.
But that's not arcade mode still.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what everyone actually wants. It's just the ability to fight versus a CPU outside of training mode.
right. Which
That's
to
it.
me is like really?
Outside of training mode and survival.
Like it took you 7 months to do that. The game was a train wreck.
It's unfinished, man. Once it's finished,
I mean, it
might
is a
actually
train
be-
wreck because it's unfinished.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like I know everyone doesn't want there to be a Super Street Fighter V, but if they want that game to be successful, they have to change something drastically. Like they have to release Super Street Fighter V and be like, all right, well, as goodwill to everyone that bought Street Fighter V early on, you get the future DLC for free.
Yeah.
And then if somebody wants to adopt now, here's the super version. It's cheaper. It's like $40 with all the new characters, you know, and everything like that. But then they have to figure out how to make that work. And they had a problem with like just in-game currency, so who knows if that's going to be an issue now. Because right now, if they keep the course of Street Fighter V just doing what it's doing, it will not get past the season 2 of characters. Like, and it probably, like, you know, Street Fighter 4 got with several
I
updates.
still have my doubts of the season. I know they've said it, but I'm like, part of me what really wonders.
Well, we know. We know the future. We can't say anything about it. We know.
Yeah. It should change, though.
That's true. That is very true. I fucking hate this character so much. This Ingred chick,
What the fuck is
It's
that?
like a little bubble.
I can't stand her. Somebody beat
He's
the
like-
arc.
the thing is that he's frustrated because he
Steve-
wanted to see something cool, and she does that little bubble, and
I
he's
know.
like, that is not entertaining. He's
Yeah,
angry.
straight frustrated.
It's like he's frustrated. At the
Whoever
character.
wins this plays through the arcade mode.
Oh god.
How about that?
Alright, I'm gonna turn to the arcade. Nice, cool character. He saw her blow a bubble, he's like, fuck this game. Fuck that character and fuck this game.
Fuck LeBron James.
I wanna
Fuck
see
Ron.
the bubbles coming from this girl's mouth.
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 I only like it because she's like tied to Psycho Power.
Pretty much SJ Fox. Unless they plan on doing something drastic, Street Fighter V is not going to last that long. Unless the FGC is supporting it that much. And by supporting, they're actually buying the DLC and buying the costumes, and if they can maintain that, then that's great. Hey, Oro's in the fucking tree. That's cool.
I just did a parry on
best.
I'm being.
You're the best.
I'm just super.
Wow.
Yeah.
That jank-ass looking animation. Holy shit.
I wonder if they just needed to release something to make.
Damn, that Genji looks sick as fuck.
They needed to release something to make money off of this game. It seems
Yeah.
so rushed.
But wouldn't the FGC be getting those characters for free with fight money? So how are they gonna make money to support the game? Other than releasing a new version and fixing all the problems and hoping they can get some people? Like, I don't know, man. You have to think of this from a business perspective. How are they supposed to sustain Street Fighter V's development when it costs millions of dollars to make these characters? How are they going to support those? How are they going to support that if people aren't going to be buying the characters and they're just using in-game currency? Like the whole point of Street Fighter V was that it was going to come out and it was going to have, you know, content that you can get in-game for free. And the idea was that they would continually sell copies of Street Fighter V after its release to get people in because it would constantly be updating. But no one's buying Street Fighter V after launch now.
How much does it cost to make a character?
Probably about $10 million each.
Yeah. 10 million each. Okay, makes sense.
I'm not even kidding you. That's on the low end for Capcom. That's actually on the low end.
That is absolutely insane.
That's about how much it might cost for development, programming, testing, art, animation, assets,
3D characters,
audio,
actors to make
future
the voices.
programmers, actors to make the voices. It's getting close to 10 million, and then the cost of publishing, the cost of cert, getting all that shit done. It's close to that. It's expensive as fuck.
That's insane for one character.
Capcom, I think, actually, I think it was 10 million for a few characters, like 2 or 3, because they do them in chunks to circumvent it. I think Seth was saying something along the lines in relation to Marvel that it's about $4 million a character.
Okay, that's a little bit more plausible.
But then you put 3 characters together and it's around like 10 million.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's expensive as fuck, dude.
I find that more plausible.